Very good morning, all the students of 7th standard. And as you know that we are learning fourth, seventh lesson of our histories. That is the administration of the Swaraj. This lesson we are learning seventh lesson of history, administration of the Swaraj, on the page number 29. So in this lessons, in a previous video we have studied about the Shivaji Maharaj council of 8 ministers. These 8 ministers are also called as Ashtapradhan Mandal, and the Maharaj only one. He had the powers to appoint or to remove the ministers from their designations post, and all the ministers, they are answerable. They were the answerable to the Shivaji Maharaj. In this Pradhan and Amatya's information, we have seen that Pradhan, he is head Morotrembak Pengli, running the administrations, making the provisions, arrangement of the conquered territory. It was the work or responsibility of Pradhan. The next, that is Ramchandra Nilkant Muzumdar Amatya, keeping the account of the state, was the responsibility of Ramchandra Nilkant Muzumdar as Amatya. Annaji Datto, he was a Sachiv, preparing the royal edict. It was a work or the responsibility of Annaji Datto to be prepare a royal edict. What are the decisions orders are there of Maharaj that should be prepared? Dattaji Trembak Vaknis, Mantri or the correspondence in the Shivaji Maharaj ministers, that Dattaji Trembak Vaknis, he was a Mantri, ministers or the correspondence. Next, Hambirao Mohite as a Senapati. Hambirao Mohite, he was appointed as a Senapati of Shivaji Maharaj ministers there. So he was a Senapati or in charge of army or head of the army, organizations of the army and protections of the kingdom. That it was the responsibility of Hambirao Mohite to be organize the Maratha army and to protect the Maratha territory from the enemy's invasions, as he was in charge of army there as a Senapati. Sumant Ramchandra Trimbak Dambir, he was a Sumant, look after the foreign relations there. Ramchandra Trimbak Dambir, he was a Sumant, he was on the name designation of the Sumant. What was the work or the responsibility of the Sumant? That is to be maintain the foreign relations there. As a foreign ministers also we can call in the present time. Niraji Ravji as a Nyadish means we can understand the work of the responsibility on him, that is to be give the judgment, dispensing the justice in Swaraj. And Moreshwar Pandit Rao as a Pandit Rao, looking after religious matter. Moreshwar Pandit Rao, he was a Pandit and he looked after the religious matter. Pandit as the name of the Pandit, look after the religious matter as a priest or the Guru, religious Guru. So these were the 8 ministers in Shivaji's empire, in his Swaraj, and these ministers were recognized as the Ashtapradhan Mandal. Shivaji Maharaj appointed them on their merit and their qualification, and all these ministers were, they get their salary in the form of cash, in the form of money, he not give them as a jahagir. The policy regarding the agriculture now. Shivaji Maharaj's policy regarding the agricultures. Agriculture was the main occupations in the villages. Agriculture, this was the main occupation in the village. The people, those who live in the village, their main occupation, that is agriculture. Now Maharaj knew the importance of agriculture. Shivaji Maharaj, he knew the importance of agriculture. So Shivaji Maharaj, he knew the importance of agriculture, how the agriculture is important for him, for the Swaraj. That is why he paid attention to the welfare of farmers. That is why only Shivaji Maharaj paid attention toward the welfare of the farmers there, to look after the farmers, for the development of the farmers. Shivaji Maharaj paid special attentions toward the farmers. He entrusted the responsibility of organizing the land revenue systems to his capable and experienced officers, office bearer Annaji Datta as a Sachiv. So Shivaji Maharaj entrusted the responsibility. This responsibility he entrusted on Annaji Datta to organize the land revenue systems there, to maintain the proper land revenue systems in a proper way. He warned the officers that they should not collect more revenue than the amount that was fixed. And also Shivaji Maharaj warned to his ministers that their ministers or their soldiers should not be collect the more land revenue. What was the land revenue was fixed on that. They should not take extra amount of money, that what was the fixed revenue, that much only they should take it. So he encouraged the peasants to bring uncultivated land under the cultivation. Along with that, Shivaji Maharaj and his ministers, soldiers, they encouraged to the common people, farmer or the peasant, that they should bring more and more uncultivated land under the cultivation. It was not the land which was not used for agriculture, that also land they should bring under the agriculture, for under the cultivations. For that they encouraged to the farmers that if the crops was lost due to the excessive rain or drought, if there was a heavy rainfall was there due to that crops were failed, that, or if there was a drought there, if there was no rainfall, in this situation also if the crops would fail, or if enemy army had devastated the area of villages, or sometimes if the enemy's army they attacked and if they devastate the village area, if they devastate the farm, failed land there, remissions were granted in the land revenue. Remissions were there, some concession discounts, and also some amount of money they get from the king, from the rulers also there, and other taxes. In that also they get the freedom. So they get the concession. There was no need to pay the taxes to the Maharaj at that times there. So Maharaj entrusted his officers. Shivaji Maharaj instructed that he gave strict instructions, or he gave strict order to his officers to be provide peasants with the bullocks. They should provide the bullocks to the farmers or to the peasant, that those who not have bullocks for them, they should be provide the bullocks, plows, good seeds for the sowings should be provided for them. So all these instructions he gave to his ministers, he gave to his soldiers, that they should look after in a proper way village economy of that period. Agriculture was the backbone of the rural economy. So agriculture was the main occupation of the people, those who lived in that specific period. It was a backbone of economy. In villages, many occupations developed to the supplement agriculture. That number of the villages occupations were there at that time in the village, but most of the occupations they were supplement to the agriculture. They were attached with the agriculture. That artisans in the village produced goods and fulfilled the need of the local people. Those were the artisans at that time. They produced different goods or the products which were the products which were fulfilled the need of the local people. What the local people need, what the local people demand, that kind of artisans, that kind of products, the local artisans, they start to be produced and they start to be provided to the peoples. In this sense, a village was a self-sufficient unit. In this sense, if you see that each and every village during the time of Shivaji Maharaj, each and every village was a self-sufficient, self-reliant, that they are not dependent on any other villages. Then farmers give a definite shares to their produce to the artisans. Those who were the farmer at that time, peasants were there, they give some of the definite shares from their production, that from their goods production, food grains, that to the artisans, some fixed amount, some fixed share of that food grains they give to the artisans. That this share was also called as a baluta systems. This share is also known as a baluta system. And in return of that, artisans they should be provided what the farmers needed, what are the products they were producing, that they should give them to the farmers. So exchanging of the articles and the food grains. So this system is also known as a baluta systems. During the time of Shivaji Maharaj, there was no currency, was used mostly into the trade. The farmers, they were peasants, they were giving the food grains to the artisans, and in return of that, artisans they were giving some their products to the farmers. This is the baluta systems. Okay. So today we'll stop here. When we come tomorrow, then we'll come with the next point. Thank you very much. Bye.